Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're back. We're doing so good. Third video in 3 weeks. Love it. Today we are doing a look that's actually a very go-to look for me. I love wearing this look. Really, I love getting the compliments that I get for wearing this look. It's not hard. It really isn't. It's just a lot of eyeshadows. But that's pretty much it. And then you pop on a cut crease and you're good to go. But I really love it. I love the colors of it. I feel like it looks so nice. It's just so like, eyes are the main event. If you couldn't tell, if you can't, well then fuck, I've done my job wrong. But here it is. All of the eyeshadows are from the James Charles palette. Love this palette to death. And I also use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This is by far one of my favorite palettes of all time. So if you're ever gonna get a palette, I highly recommend this one. I am more of a berry pink eyeshadow kind of girl. So this range right here is all me. I love using them. So I used these 3 shades in this palette. Holy crap. Alright, make it look a little better for you guys. But yeah, if you can see, I've hit pan on that one. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, highly recommend this palette. Highly recommend any Anastasia palette, honestly. I have 3 of them and they are amazing. I love them. The pigmentation is great. The only thing you have to really work out with the Anastasia ones is the fallout that you get on them. But other than that, they're amazing palettes and highly recommend. Let me know. Comment down below, and of course, hit the subscribe button. I don't know where it is. I'm new at this. Once I learn how to put it right here, I will. But I haven't learned that yet. So for now, hit the good old button down below. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you next week. That's right, we're making this a weekly thing. So next week, I will see you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to jump in with primer. We're using the same primer we've been using, which is the YSL primer. I have a blemish that's really been killing my looks recently, but it's okay. We're going in with the same foundation we've been using for the past couple of videos. This is the Wet n Wild foundation. I love this foundation. I am getting a little too light, too dark for it, for this shade that I have, but it's fine. That's why I like buying cheap foundation, because you get to buy different types of shades with no issues. I'm going with the Beauty Blender and just blending the whole thing out. I'm moving on to concealer. I went a little heavy-handed with the concealer today just because I wanted a fuller coverage, and I wasn't getting that with the foundation, because even though this is a really good foundation, it's not full coverage. So that's definitely not, like, if that's what you're looking for, this is not the foundation for that. But once again, I'm using the Beauty Blender to blend all of this out. And we put the concealer the same places we always do, anywhere we want to highlight: Cupid's bow, chin, bridge of the nose, forehead, and of course under the eyes. I'm setting everything with, I think this is Aspon powder. I really hope I'm not butchering that, but it's amazing. It's cheap. You can find it in the drugstore. And I'm using a giant Morphe fluffy brush to just put that everywhere. I don't swipe around. I tap it on just so that nothing comes out. And then I'm going in with the yellow shade in the Kat Von D palette. This of course goes under my eyes where I want to highlight and really just bring the attention to those areas. So I pretty much put it anywhere I put concealer in. I'm moving on to bronzer, and I absolutely love Hoola bronzer. I feel like I always go back to this bronzer, and I really don't know why, but I think it's just like, it just gives such a beautiful bronze look. Of course that makes sense because it's called, you know, Hoola bronzer, so, you know, but absolutely love it. I'm using a giant brush from Morphe again, And then I'm moving on to my favorite blushes of all times. If you ever buy a blush, please buy the Tarte blushes. I love them. And if you wait till the holidays, they come out with these packs and you can save some money. They're super pigmented, super easy to blend, and they just look beautiful. Look how pretty that blush looks. I love it so much. And then we're going in with our first set of setting spray. You know we do this multiple times. This is the Morphe setting spray. Absolutely love it. As you can see, the dance, yes. And then we're moving in with highlight. This is the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive highlight. Huge fan. Got this in a BoxyCharm actually, so shout out to BoxyCharm. But just look at how good this highlight looks in my Cupid's Bow. That's really what gets me every time I use this highlight. Look at that. Thank you very much. A moment of silence. Once again, I never do my brows on camera, but maybe one day I will just do a whole brow tutorial. They just take so long. And I'm moving into the James Charles palette. I'm going in with the bright yellow shade. It's the only one that he has in the palette. And I'm going to be putting this above my crease. So since this is a sunset kind of look, it's going to go in, so which is why I put the shadows so high, so you can see all of the shadows when it's all put together. This is by far one of my favorite looks to do, just because honestly, I get a lot of compliments on it, and what girl doesn't like compliments? I sure do love compliments, so, you know. And then I'm moving in with this orange shade, as you can see in the corner there, and I'm using a clean, smaller brush, and I'm sticking to my actual, oh my god, what is that called? I just said it. Crease. Oh my god, my crease, wow. So just going back and forth with wiper motions, and then I'm mixing those two reds that you see and putting it slightly lower with another clean brush. It's a completely different brush than the one that you saw, and we're just gonna blend it out. That's the whole key of this look, is blending things out. It takes a long time, but the result is awesome. I went back in with the yellow because I felt that the yellow was fading, and there's nothing more frustrating than when all of your colors just mix all together, which is why it's a key thing to have clean brushes for this look, because if you use the same brush over and over and over again, that's when you just get one solid color and it doesn't look cute. We moved into the Anastasia palette and we're taking this berry shade. This is the one shade I've hit pan on, but I love this color. The pigmentation of it just is so different. I feel like you don't find this beautiful berry color in a lot of places. And then I'm cutting the crease with the Morphe white concealer. If you want a very intense cut crease, this white concealer, highly recommend. It's only $9 at Morphe. My cut creases right now, I'm gonna say, are not the best. It's one of my goals for this year is to master a cut crease. So I am working on it, but this technique definitely helps out a lot. I set it with translucent powder first, and then I'm going to go back in with that berry shade from Anastasia, and I'm going to just buff it out to make sure that it looks like a gradient and it doesn't look white and then boom, solid color. We don't want that. So sometimes it might still show as one solid color, or you might get some patchiness. That's really because of the concealer. Trial and error here. I'm trying to learn as best as possible. So once again, you just have to continue to blend it out until you're satisfied with the look. And I took a little orangey shade just so that it looks gradient. You know what I mean? I jumped in with the white shade from the James Charles palette. This is pretty much just to make sure that it stays white and sharp. Because obviously with all the blending, some of the pink will get onto the white and we don't want that. I'm using Marc Jacobs to tightline my liner, and then I'm going to go in with the Better Than Sex mascara, and then I'm going to top it off with my favorite lashes. These are the Demi Wispies by Ardell. Huge fan of these. And I'm going to go to the bottom lash line. I'm not the best at bottom lash lines just because my patience has gone out the window by the time I get to the bottom lash line, but I'm taking the orangey look and the pink look that we had from Anastasia. I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs Intense Highlighter in number 11. Love how this looks, always. I feel like I always use this, and it's absolutely amazing. Now I'm contouring my nose and my lips. I don't know why I always do this at the end, but I do. I didn't show the lip color this video because I didn't like it, but it's fine. And then we're gonna top it all off with more setting spray, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Bye guys.